Hey everybody, it's Phil Ranta with the Creator Rep newsletter, and I am here with an old buddy of mine, Josh Zimmerman, the Creator Coach. Josh, can you tell the people why you're here?
Well, Phil, I mean, when you ask me to do something or ask me to come on, I will say yes. So that is why I'm here. But I'm so excited to be with you and talking to everybody who's going to be listening and watching.
I love it. I love it. Can you give a little bit of your background? What is the Creator Coach? What do you do?
Sure. So I am the first ever certified life coach for creators, and before that, I was a manager, and so I saw a white space in the market for at a time when there was a lot of articles about creators burning out. Um, and as a manager, I loved it, but I saw that there was a real need for creators getting help around burnout. And as that progressed and as I became a certified coach, the business took off and I became a lot more. Uh, 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 there's been a lot more growth outside of just working with creators, but I absolutely love working with my clients.
I love it. So, recovering creator rep. Well, we ask the same 5 questions to everybody, even though this is the first edition. That's the premise of this bit. So, I'm going to give you the creator rep rundown. Are you ready, Josh?
I am ready, Phil. Let's go.
All right. So, question number 1: do you think most creators need a representative?
No. However, I will no. However, only when you start to get brand deals or your growth really starts to take off. Um, Other than that, you don't. It's as simple as that.
I love it. Both of us are from the MCN era, so I feel that one deeply. Uh, what is the biggest challenge that creators face that a rep could help with?
So could help with. Uh,
Could.
got it. So I would say sustainability, right? And reminding the creators and the rep that this is a marathon and not a sprint. Uh, and really like sustainability. And um, however, there's a conflict here. And the conflict is that the way that the rep makes money, which is usually a percentage of a brand deal that they secure for their client. So I think that the rep needs to be really clear about what they do and they don't do for their clients, and then form strategic alliances with trusted parties that do specialize in things that creators may need that are not part of their scope of work. Um, and that happens to me all the time. But I think one of the things that's so important is that creators will go to their manager for everything, and the manager doesn't want to say no because that's their income,
Mm-hmm.
right? Uh, but that can really hold the creator back. That can eat a huge amount of the rep's time, where the rep could say, "Hey, listen, this is not my expertise, but I know someone that is a lawyer or a psychiatrist or psychologist or a coach, or there are people that you can build a team around." And I think if reps are able to look at this strategically and say, "Okay, how do I bring a team together around my talent so I can optimize my time?" Then I think you're golden. I've seen some quite a bit of success with reps who think like that, and a lot of success with reps who are not success from a lot of reps who don't.
Totally fair. Totally fair. And what do you think is the biggest opportunity for creators in the market right now?
These are good questions, Phil. I think the biggest opportunity is for creators to really understand that they are founders and CEOs, and to look at what they're doing from that point of view. And that's really hard because most creators that I work with didn't ever want to be a business owner or a founder or a CEO or really even famous, or that was never on their mind. It was like, hey, I have something, I'm going to upload it, and then bam, it takes off. So if creators are able to look at this from a business perspective, which again is hard to do, then you can start to see if it's something that can grow into a company, and if it's sustainable. um, that then will allow you to uh, be able to plan and see how this can grow. However, knowing the market as well. And if this is something that you just want to do for fun, um, and that it's not something that you the business side is too stressful, and even though you have a manager and all these people and you're not having fun, then I would say that this isn't a the biggest opportunity. Um, the biggest opportunity is to crash and burn, um,
Mm-hmm.
and I think that it's important for creators to realize that, and reps and really everybody, that right, like we have no idea when somebody's going to become going to stop growing, and so
Mm-hmm.
diversification is really important. Um, so I would say that is the biggest opportunity, is diversifying and really taking a 10,000 foot view of yourself and seeing what's going on, and where you can use the help.
I love that. Hear that, TikTokers who might be losing your platform sometime within the next 6 months. Diversify. Um, this one is a little bit controversial, but I'm going
Okay.
for it. Who is your favorite creator right now and why?
Oh, Phil. Okay. So this question is way too hard. Of course, this is a Phil question.
Of
Um,
course.
I have to be. I'm going to be completely biased because they're my best friend. But I would say Trevor James, the Food Ranger,
Mm-hmm.
because I've been this. I was his manager before, and then we became friends. Stopped managing him to be friends, and uh, something that's so magical about what Trevor does is that the content that he makes is he goes around the world eating street food, and he doesn't need to speak the language, but food is a universal language, and being able to have the experience of going to another culture in another city and trying food through Trevor's POV, I think is really motivational, not only to myself, but to see how it changes so many people's lives that who may not be able to afford to travel, is really inspirational. And listen, I know you asked this question, so I'm going to give you two more because I'm not going to listen to you at this one.
Okay, by all means.
Um, the other one is the guys from Sorted Food. Those are my
Mm-hmm.
I love them,
I'm seeing a
and
theme starting to arise
yeah,
here.
right. And the Vicarious Voyager, and
Mm.
he started right before the pandemic, um, and he is so entertaining. It's really smart travel content, and it always puts a smile on my face. And he doesn't upload a lot, so I'm a huge fan of his.
I love it. I can tell already you got wanderlust and that you love food, so you're a man
Yeah.
after my own heart. No wonder we get along so well. And last question of this round, but another controversial question. Who, not including Phil Ranta, the host, do you think is the best creator rep out there right now and why?
Oh, so you're not going to pay me
I'm not
for
going to pay you.
all
No. I'm
right.
not allowing you to answer me. So,
Okay. Uh, that would have been a good brand deal. I'm thinking, Phil, the person who immediately comes to mind is Byron Austin Ashley.
mhm.
And you and I have known Byron for a long time,
Santabello, yeah.
right? And the thing about Byron is integrity. And I think one of the big things that in this creator space is there's a lot of people that say a lot of stuff, um, and um, a lot of it's not true. A lot of it's hot air. Uh, and the one thing that I know about Byron, because I've worked with him as a friend, and seen his clients grow, is that he's so modest, um, and flies under the radar, and is so dedicated to his clients, and only works with clients that he knows that he can help build brands, not just be, a one trick pony, but really look at this and go, okay, how can I build a brand and a company with around this person, and then does a phenomenal job um, bringing different support mechanisms in, um, and he doesn't talk about it, he doesn't brag about it, and I'm just always impressed by him, and how he works with his talent.
I love it. And I think that's a great answer. Also, check out Chain, which Byron is also a part of. It's
He
become
is.
my favorite food festival in LA already, and we've only gone once. But man, Chain restaurant food, elevated, all you can eat. Whoo,
It's
it's good.
it's not good for the diet, but I'm telling you, it's worth every single bite.
I didn't eat for like 24 hours afterwards. It was fantastic. I enjoyed it. Well, Josh, thank you so much for surviving the Crater Rep Gauntlet. You are our first guest, so you will forever be memorialized as number one. But thank you so much for being here. Where can people find you?
People can just go on creatorcoach.com or Creator Coach across any social media platform, or just follow you and then you're following me. So that's an easy way too.
There we go. Much appreciated, my friend. Thank you.
Thanks, Will. Take care.